Welcome back to the Redneck Tech YouTube channel. Today we're going to be covering the brand new Wireless Pro microphones from Rode. This is not going to be a very in-depth technical review of the Wireless Pro. There's other channels that can do a much better job than I can, but I want to talk to you about the reason why I purchased these microphones and why I think they can be a good option for creating outdoor content. First and foremost, the reason why I bought these because my backup DJIs that I keep in backup to my Sony UWD-21s is because my DJIs just never seem to work right. Honestly, I just don't trust them because half the time I get feedback in the microphone, especially if I plug in a corded mic to the top of the transmitter. I always seem to get feedback. So I only keep those as a backup in case something happens to my primary set of mics, which is again the Sony UWD-21s. That's the first reason. The second reason was on the new Wireless Pros, the transmitter, they came with a 3.5 jack on top, but it's threaded to the top. So if you filmed any outdoor content or you filmed any hunting or fishing or whatever it is, you know that you're constantly moving. The 3.5 jack has never been a good option for me because I feel like it's super easy to pull out. Now on these new transmitters on the Wireless Pros, they actually have a threaded connection on top. So the 3.5 jack goes into the port and then you thread it on so that 3.5 jack cannot pull out. To me, that's a huge deal because in hunting, you're always crawling, you're on your knees, you're moving, and you never want to have to stop a hunt to say, hey, my cord pulled out or whatever it may be, or you may not have the opportunity to if you're stalking an animal or you're in a tree and you don't want that communication between you and the hunter to get messed up where you can't tell him that something has happened with the audio because it could happen. And I just feel a lot better with this 3.5 jack being threaded into the top of the transmitter. These new Wireless Pros have some new features also that I like. They come with a 32-bit float recording. And basically, I'm not gonna get into super technical what that is, but basically to me, what that means is in a hunting situation or an outdoor content creation situation, and you end up filming something a little low on audio or too high, you have much more dynamic range to either pull that audio up or pull that audio down. Another feature on the Wireless Pro is the internal recording ability of the transmitter itself. So now these transmitters can record internally. If you ever wanted to use them as an external recording device or whatever you may be, it now has that capability. Now I want to get into what comes in the kit. First thing you're going to get is the charging box. This is going to have 2 transmitters and 1 receiver in it. It plugs in USB-C, and this thing holds its charge too. So basically it charges the case itself and it charges the microphones when it's plugged in. The reason I like this is because I'll put this whole thing in my backpack. When the first transmitter runs out of battery, if I'm on a long hunt, I just put the other transmitter in here, pull out the other one, give it to the subject, whoever I'm filming. And then if we have some lull time, maybe we're in the truck, moving to a place and we don't need to film anything and I want to charge my receiver, I'll pull my receiver off the camera and throw it in the charge box and be ready to go in an hour or so. Next thing, you're gonna get this case right here. And this case has got everything in the professional kit that you would need. So you're gonna have windscreens for the actual transmitters themselves. I don't prefer to run them that way. I like to run the corded mic off them. Some people don't mind just that mic hanging right here. I prefer it the other way. And to have the corded mic plugged in, I think it looks a little bit more professional. But then it also comes with the windscreen for the top of the corded mic. So if you're in a super windy situation, like say you're filming fishing, a lot of times when I'm filming fishing, I can't dictate the wind direction because the boat needs to be positioned on the fish, so I can't have the subject turn or we can't move the boat to get out of the wind. So sometimes you have to use a windscreen or your audio comes out terrible. Then you're gonna have 2 other windscreens that go to the top of the corded mics. Those are just more minimal. That's kind of what you would run all the time. This kit, you are able to record audio from a cell phone, but this day and age, there's more and more people using cell phones, good or bad. That's what people are doing because we live in a society now where things have to be so quick, and it's easier for people just to film something on their, iPhone 15 or 14 or whatever it is, and they can upload it right from there, and basically no editing process. So you can use that to hook into your iPhone. They also send an Android one, which honestly, who's using Android? So I don't see how useful that is. And then it comes with the USB-C charging port. It does not come with a wall block, so you have to get your own wall block, which honestly nothing anymore is coming with the wall block. So it's gonna come with a 3.5 jack. I personally don't use this jack unless I'm running my Sony a7 IV, which I very rarely am shooting video on that. I'm shooting video on the FX6, which is recording right now. And in that case, for those using the FX6, I bought this cable, which is an XLR to 3.5 jack. It works great and it's super easy, and it was like 10 bucks on Amazon. And I used it pretty heavily the month of September, and it worked awesome. So next, you're gonna get these clips, and these clips are for your corded microphone, so you can run up your shirt or do whatever, and you can hook onto your shirt or jacket or whatever it might be. It comes with these colored bands, and honestly, I have no idea what those are for, so I'll probably never use them, but it comes with it. And then again, I've already talked about it, but it comes with 2 corded mics, one for each receiver, which is pretty nice because those are actually pretty expensive, like 60, 70 bucks a piece. And then last thing in the kit, you're gonna be getting a cleaning cloth for your wireless pros, which we probably have a million of those sitting around our office. So in total, this kit is pretty full. It pretty much comes with everything you need outside of this XLR to 3.5 jack if you're running a camera with an XLR port on it. But outside of that, it comes with everything that you would need. And I think these microphones are gonna be pretty cool. I haven't put them totally through their paces yet. The times that I have used them, they've worked very well. And also they're lightweight. So if you're in a backcountry scenario, filming a sheep hunt or goat or elk or whatever it may be, these mics are gonna be a lot lighter on your camera than like what I usually use, which again is the Sony UW21s. And also, sometimes you get clients that just don't wanna wear that big battery pack or big transmitter pack on their waist. And these microphones are much easier to either put, like if you wear, say, a Sitka zip up, you can put it right in the pocket and run your corded mic, or you can use the magnet. And that is another feature these come with. They come with a magnet, just like the DJIs did. So you can, if you're into that, you can take that, put it under your shirt or in a pocket like I was talking about, like on a Sitka hoodie or whatever it may be, put it right there and you can hardly notice the magnet right there. So these are a great option if you have a client that just doesn't want to have a heavy mic on them, because you are gonna run into that. And over the last couple of years, everybody has pretty much got accustomed to these super lightweight wireless Go style microphones. And if nothing else, they work as a great backup set to your more professional style microphones. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you guys can leave those right down below in the comment section. Other than that, subscribe to the channel. We got a bunch more stuff coming. Thanks for watching.